Happy May. It's May 1st. Are you guys excited? I am loving this weather. Do you hear me? So I have something great going on this month. A lot of great things. I am taking my first trip alone. I've been on plenty of trips before by myself, but never a vacation. So I'll tell you all about that next week. I'm actually taking a trip by myself, so stay tuned. I don't know anybody who's going. I'm going to a retreat, a conference. I don't even know who my roommate is. So it's going to be like juicy. But I want to introduce you to Aliah Calbert. She's been here before. She is the reason why I am doing the Fearless Female podcast.
Yeah.
I was a guest on her show about a year ago.
Yeah.
The show name is called Making Money Moves. And today we're going to talk about making money moves. Aliah has a big event coming up tomorrow night, Financial Freedom. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And we're going to talk about some other things that this fearless female has brewing and stewing. Hey, Aliah.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
I am all right. Thanks for having me back.
Of course. So Aliah had me on her show a year ago to talk about making money moves. Mm-hmm. And it was so much fun. I was like, Aliah, I got to do this on a regular.
Yes. Keith was probably like one of my best interviews. She got so much feedback, so much positivity and energy that you have. So, yes, that was like one of the best interviews I did.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
So tomorrow you have this event.
Yes.
Financial Freedom. Is this your first financial event?
Yes, so this is the launch to my all of the Financial Freedoms Forum here through the rest of the year. So every first Thursday, I'll have this event. Every topic will be different, but it'll be at the same place, same kind of concept, but every week is something different. And so tomorrow is the launch of it.
So are you going to have special guests each month?
So every month we'll talk, depending on the topic, I'll bring someone in probably towards the end of the one tomorrow. I'll introduce some information about housing for the people that may be looking for housing or different programs that people tell you that you make too much money and you can't get into certain things. So I'll bring someone in tomorrow evening, more or less Corey, that'll be able to kind of give you some information about that, and I'll just give you a couple programs. So every month it'll be somebody that does something based off of whatever I'm talking about.
So where did this come from? Why did you birth this? Why did you even create an monthly event about financial freedom?
So I am a financial services provider. So I do all financial services in the tax office. And part of me being able to grow, I've been working with a coach, was to be able to branch out and do all these things that I've been talking about that I want to be able to give people outside of just being numbers. I'm a people person, so I like to be able to help you. Obviously, I was a teacher, but I like to be able to help you, give you these things that you just don't know. And there's so many people that just don't know about things financially, or even when it's little stuff as budget, or far as either taxes, your W-4, how to fill it out correctly. So this came from me giving this to my clients all the time, to being able to now just share it with everybody else.
There's definitely a need for it. I feel like a lot of us are making more money. We're very educated, but money matters are those things that we aren't taught at home. So it's a lot of trial and error taking place. Yes. And the saying that ignorance is bliss is not true. Knowledge is power.
Yes.
The more we know, the better equipped, the more informed we are. We go in as just more informed consumers. We know what our options. And when you don't know your options, when it's limited, it's almost like we're desperate, if that makes sense.
Yes, and then anybody can kind of give you anything or tell you anything because you don't know. Versus me really being able to just break it down for you. Because even myself, I always feel like I just need to make more money. Like, it's not even about like this or that. Like, I need to make more money, versus you need to be able to handle the money that you have now. Because it doesn't make a difference if I make $100,000 now or $1 million next year. If I'm still handle money the exact same way. If you can't figure out your money leakage, and I can't figure out what's going on, because I don't buy myself nothing, I don't have nothing to show for it, but you also broke at the end of the month. Why is that?
So what is leakage? What is financial leakage?
So financial leakage. So everybody gets a paycheck.
Right.
So when you go through your money, you're looking like, what I spent, where did my money go after your paycheck? So let's say you make $7,500 a month, but your bills are only $5,500 a month. But at the end of the month, you broke. So I'm here like, this is why you're broke. Your money is leaking. So where is it leaking? And it's not big stuff, because you're not buying $300-$400 purses. You're not spending $400 every month to get your hair done. It's little stuff. you spend you $5 every day at Starbucks, or you love Chick-fil-A, you $10 every day at Chick-fil-A, or I spend $30 at the grocery store, or I spend another $15 when I went here, or I went to Eddie V's and spent this. So it's the little stuff, and it's like
And it adds
penny
up.
pinching.
It adds
And then
up.
when you go back and look at your stuff, you're like, I didn't spend $2,000 just on nothing. And then that's what happens. So that's your money leaking out. But most people don't want to go into, or you don't want to look at to see like really where my money is going. I had to do that for myself. So I think 1 month, 2 months, I had spent $2,000 on food from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I was just like, I don't even like what's the problem?
But
So
it's easy to do.
And it is.
And people don't realize just simple mathematics. $30 a day for 30 days is $900. And that's not even fine dining. I'm talking about that Starbucks in the morning, like a coffee and a croissant is $8. Chick-fil-A for $10.
At least.
And do another drive-through that night. I'm talking about this is not fine dining. So that's $30. So now let's elevate the experience.
Right.
Let's throw fine dining in there now, like a $50 meal. One time. Let's change the whole scheme of things. So now you spend 8 in the morning, you spend 10 at lunch, you spend 50 at dinner because you had that cocktail. So now we're talking about $68 a day opposed to 30. So it's easy to do.
But most people don't look at it like that. Like you look at like, ooh, like even me, I'm frugal, and I look at like I need a new laptop, right? But the same, I won't go spend $1,100 on this new laptop I need for work.
But you didn't spend
But
$2,000 on food.
I didn't spend $2,000
that
on
you
food,
ate, digest,
and I have nothing to
dispose.
show for it.
Like it has evaporated,
And
right?
you can't, you don't see it. It's nothing. You know, it's gone. So you just look at it. People look at things very differently. So when you start to look at it the way that I want you to look at it, you really see like, dang, it ain't even about. Like I can't handle this little that I have. So when I get some more, I'm not gonna be able to do it because everybody just thinks like, dang, I need a bigger paycheck. I was like that. I need a bigger paycheck.
Jada and I, my daughter and I, we were talking, and she's dating this guy, and she was like, Mom, he pays all his bills in the beginning of the month. I was like, I remember those days. Like, I love those days. And I say that I paid my bills all in the beginning of the month, the first week, and everything else in the remainder of the month was mine. And I had less. When I made less, I had more, and now I make more, and I don't have nowhere near that money I had back then. Seriously, because that's when I lived in an apartment. I didn't have to repair anything. I called the office. They fixed everything. You know, it was just, I'm just being honest.
So convenient.
Yeah, I'm being
It's very
honest. And so I
convenient.
made less money, and I had more money when I made less money. So it's about stewardship and management of your money.
Yeah.
It's really about management of your money because back then, of course, I wasn't hopping on planes like I hop on planes now, and I definitely didn't have this fine dining palette. No, seriously.
No,
So when you take
for
those
real.
things out, because travel is another expense.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for me, Bora Bora is definitely not on my bucket list to travel. You want to know why? I don't want to pay $15,000 to go nowhere. I want to go on 15 trips for $15,000.
Right.
I'm for real. So for me, in my perfect world, for me, I want to go out of town every month. That makes me content. Opposed to one time, because it's all the same. 15,000, 15 over here, but that means I gotta be home for a whole year just to go to Bora Bora. So it just it's how you dispose of it.
It is, and people don't. But you don't. Everybody doesn't look at it like that because they don't see that. You know, you might see, oh, I got $13 at the end of the month. No, you really got more than $13. But if you chose to do some different things versus choosing to do something else, it's just a choice that everybody makes you make every day. It's just a choice. I had to start even during tax season. Those 4 months, I eat out for lunch every day. But I had to like, dang, I got to buy a house. We got to buy some furniture. Let me make sure I go to the grocery store and pack a lunch for the rest of the week or the rest of the month or whatever. Like it's just different.
Yeah, to change your behavior.
Once you put your priorities in order, it definitely changes.
And you know, one thing in life is filled with seasons. You know, think about it. Like, you know, when you're in your like 18 to 20, early 20s, you're just like trying to finance college. You're trying to get through college. You know, that's the thing. And then, you know, you come to a point where after you get out of college, and you just want a great job, make good money. And now that you're making good money, now you want to acquire these different assets, whether it be a house or a business, whatever this thing may be. But life is filled with different seasons. So we go through these different cycles. So now you're in a home buying cycle.
Yeah.
You know? And then, like, after you through the home buying cycle, people get into the baby cycle. Well, they start having children. Then they started saving for college. Even though college isn't tomorrow, they know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we go through these different cycles. So our investment strategies and our savings look different because we now have different categories.
Yeah.
Because when you're 21, you don't have a college fund for your kids normally.
No.
The average person doesn't if they don't have any children.
Yeah.
But then when you get older, it's like, okay, no, these kids going to college and college is getting expensive. Let me put some money in that. Like, so the savings plans and cycles always change throughout life. Then you start getting your 40s and 50s. Then retirement, even though you've always saved for retirement, then you become more aggressive.
Yeah.
You become more aggressive in your retirement plan.
Yeah, but even I think what people don't realize is even with the retirement, right? Like probably one of the best things as an entrepreneur is that I can put 59.9 into a SEP IRA account versus if I work for somebody, I'm sure I'm not putting 59.9 in per year, and that's not what they matching per year, right? Or that's not what if you just have a regular traditional Roth, you can only put in 5. So that's probably one of the best things about it because what people have.
So when you say 59.9,
$59.9,
$5,999.
No, $59,900 as a entrepreneur you can put in.
59,000. So we needed that clarity,
Right? Because
I did not get that.
Oh yeah, so
$59,999.
If you are if you are an entrepreneur, you have a SEP IRA for your when you want to retire, you can put up to $59,900 in per year.
Okay.
So which is at any company. Depending on what you're making, you're not getting 59,900. Granted, I'm not putting that in either, but I'm able to do that. But most people, when you retire, the money that you've acquired, even what you're used to making per month, right now, when you're not retired, you don't get that once you retire. So even those people that are accustomed to a lot of things now have something totally different, and now you have to adjust. And most people can't adjust because they're so used to doing whatever they've been doing in the beginning. Mm-hmm. So then that becomes another problem. And then this is now 50, 60 years later, you've been doing stuff for so long, so long this way that you now don't want to change it, but now you have to because you don't have the money. Mm-hmm. So same thing.
So tomorrow, housing is the topic.
No, so tomorrow the topic is tell me about your first experience with money. Because once I ask you to tell me about your first experience, your mind is going to go somewhere else, right? And that's I kind of want you to do that. I want you to go to tell me about your first, and then I'm going to tell you that it's about money. So your first experience with money to me has kind of shaped and molded you on how you look at things now. My first experience with money was my dad asking me if I wanted an allowance. But what I realized was that if I get an allowance, then I have to spend my own money. Like for stuff I want to do, going to the movies or going out or whatever, I got to spend my own money. But if I just ask you for money every week or every time I need it, I get more money that way. So I declined an allowance because I figured that out. So that kind of has molded me on how I deal with money or how I even look at it and from where it comes from where I need to put it. It's kind of how you were shaped with it. Like my uncle, he told me his first experience was finding out they was broke. Because the lights was out and they had to barbecue outside. This is in March. I'm from Michigan, so it was snow outside. So you barbecuing outside, y'all doing homework on the porch where it's light, and everybody is like, dang, y'all get to barbecue outside. Y'all, dang, mama, we can't barbecue outside. Not knowing the lights is out. You know what I mean? Because my granny and them couldn't pay the lights at the time, or my granddaddy gave them a little way, and now they got to go, now she got to go when he get home to figure it out. But y'all not knowing that, but that was his first experience, that I was broke. So now my uncle is a millionaire, but now his money is the way he deals with it. He's very frugal with a lot of stuff because of how he was raised and what he saw. So it shaped him in a way that he has it, but you don't know that he has it, and he won't show you that he has it. You think he has nothing, but it's molded and shaped him on how he looks at it and how he deals with it.
So for me, my first experience with money is I've always been an entrepreneur. Like I had a candy house. I don't know if everybody know what a candy house is, but a candy house is a house where you sell candy, pickles, cookies, chips, soda. And I had a candy house like at age 8 or 9. And my mom used to go buy the stuff from Sam's, and all the profit was mine. Like my mom never made me. She let me make the money, and she always just bought the stuff. She never made me put back into my business, right?
And that's funny because I was a candy girl in 3rd grade.
So my deal with money is so fluid for me. It always comes.
Right.
to me. So in my mind, which is not good, oh, we'll get some more. Because I've always had money flow through my hands. So when everybody else was getting $50 allowance, I was having $75 at 7 to 8. You know what I mean? Which was a lot of money at the age 7 to 8. Then when I got to high school, my mom had a salon, but I did hair at home because I always wanted to do things the way I wanted to do it. I went to Fast Signs, and I made me a sign. It was like, keep this hair salon. I had a price list. So I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, you know? But I've always feel like whatever you want, you can go out and get it. So that's just how I am with money. So I'm like, for me, money is important, but it's not a big deal because we'll get some more. And to me, it's never enough anyway. Like, so I'm not even one of those people who say things like, I want to be a millionaire. Because I don't think it'll change that much. I really don't. Because $1 million is nothing now. An average house is $475,000. I mean, average. I mean, 3,200 square feet. I'm not talking about anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice and it's decent, but it's nothing like jaw dropping like you've never seen in your life. It's so regular. So I'm saying that to say, for me, I don't get stuck on the number. I just get stuck on, like, I just need enough money to do this, and this. Whatever that is. You know what I mean? And $1 million ain't my number. Like, I know I can survive and thrive off less and be happy. Because the more money I get, the more money I accumulate, I realize that there's some other things that are intangible that money can't buy.
Right.
Because you can have 1 million purses, bags, the latest car, this and this, but you still ain't resting at night. Now, money does buy you financial freedom. It does, because money buy you options.
It does.
Money does buy you options. So I'm not minimizing the quality of money. Money is important, but it's not as important as some people make it out to be. Because I'm here to tell you, I know that my life was much simpler and I was much more happier financially speaking when I made $50,000 a year. And that's honest, God truth. Because now these issues and these mistakes really, really cost me now. I was having $300 mistakes. Now I have $3,000 and $5,000 mistakes. I like my cheaper mistakes. I did.
What? You know, I learned I had a $12,000 mistake, and I was just like, this has got to be unreal. Like, this is for real. I gotta pay this back. Like, wait a minute. I didn't even do. Yeah. So it's, you know, it's definitely been a learning process. That's all it is. Like, once something happens to you, like once something happens, you realize, like, I need to do some things differently. I need to really do some things differently. So that has definitely happened. Because even when my first year, when I left teaching and started doing taxes, right? You know, when you don't have any money and then you finally get some, that it comes in so much at one time, you kind of like, oh, I have enough. And you get the penny pension. And that's kind of what I did the first time. And I ended up having to go back to teaching probably like November, when I had made my salary by April, you know? So it's kind of like, Aliah, what are you doing?
Fast money spend fast.
Yeah, but
fast money do spend. It does.
It does. But you don't.
When you're not accustomed to having it, then you have to learn. But no, fast money spends fast.
And then you have to learn to, like, okay, I had to then budget. I had to then put myself on like I was back teaching. Like, this is my salary. This is what I pay myself every 2 weeks. Or the 1st and the 15th is what I did. 1st and the 15th, I get a paycheck. And this is the amount that it is. And that's all I have to spend. I had to do that to myself, because otherwise I'd have been like, oh, it's, you know what I mean? It'd be like, it's go. Aliah, what you been doing? Oh, you know, living.
And for me, you know, again, I've always had, like I said, I've always had money flow in my direction. You know what I mean? Money always flows in my direction. So now with my new accident, now it's different. Yeah. So the flow is different. The flow is real slow, right? Yeah. Money's still coming in, but it's not coming in the same. And so now it's making me really have to sit and, readjust and reevaluate some things. And so now I've been driving a luxury car since like 2001. Brand new. I was buying brand new luxury cars, and I keep them for a long time. Buy me another one. For the first time in my life, I'm like, you know what? This car might go back. I might go get me a Honda. Like, for real. Because I'm not driving anyway right now. I can't even drive. So I haven't driven my car in a month. And so you start realizing, like, certain things aren't important. And just imagine if I can say that note. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you start looking at things with a whole new set of eyes. Like, that don't even matter anymore. Another thing, like, I have to put myself on an Uber budget. I can't Uber. I can Uber every day, but that Uber budget would be real. Like, one day I went 5 places, and every time I got in my grandmother's car, I just calculated how much the Uber would be. That one day I would have spent $150 on Uber. in one day. Just trying to get to all the places that I had to
You
be
need to go.
one day. If I'm not working, I can't be spending money on Uber like that. Remind you, I haven't eaten a thing. If I was gonna be gone all day, I was gonna still be spending money being out.
Mhm.
So now, for the first time in my life, I'm really having to look at money way differently.
But it takes something to happen. You would have never turned to look at it any way than how
Like a
you've been
Uber
looking
budget?
at it. You would have never done that if you
Never.
wouldn't have had this accident.
No, but it's a good, and I say that's a good thing because I need to be looking at money different if I want to retire. Because I can't keep spending money. That means I'm going to have to be working until I'm 100. Even if this accident happened, you got to store up more than you're spending out.
Mm-hmm.
You look at things totally different. Like all this eating out, now let's go and go to HEB. Like, and now I love to eat out, but like JJ couldn't believe I ate leftovers, and I don't even eat leftovers.
You don't, but you did.
Uh-huh. He was like, "Oh, it's real around here," and not because I couldn't go buy anything to eat, but that's the wise thing to do is if you're hungry, satisfy the hunger. Everything ain't gotta be an experience.
Mm-hmm.
The need is satisfying the hunger. Don't mean you got to have white linen and champagne glasses and wine flutes on the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it makes you look at things way
Totally
different. And I'm telling you, I know if this one happened, and then the fact that they continue to extend.
I can't go back to work.
Yeah, like,
I
it
can't move
start
on.
off at 6 weeks, now it's like at 10 weeks, so now the extension of it. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
I need to figure something else out.
For real.
Yeah, but even with the biggest thing, like your car note, like I never had a car note until I got my truck, right? Then I got my truck. Like, what was I doing with this money before I had a truck? So now that my truck is paid off, I'm like, I should have just kept putting this truck note into a savings account because now I'm like,
where's that money?
I'm not necessarily spending it, but I'm just not necessarily seeing it either.
Mm-mm. I remember I was dying to get Jada out of private school. Dying. To get her in public school so I can save that money. I never saw that money. I don't know where that money went. She could have kept going to private school till 12th grade. Jeremy, same situation. Still don't, like, you really got whatever you're spending that money on, we have to continue getting it drafted out of our account. Because once it starts being mixed up with that other money, you don't see it, like, for real.
It's gone.
Like, and for instance, another thing I'm going to tell you, at the end of January, my house got paid off. I still don't see that mortgage. And that was a chunk of a bill. But I guess, thank God, look at where I am now. That's one less thing I have to worry about. But I'm like, that was in January, February, and March, I guess, because of retreat. I'm going to say that because I wasn't being wasteful. I was in retreat mode. So I can say I was invested into that retreat. But I still ain't seen that mortgage. But thank God we have a free house to live in right now. But nah.
Yeah, see?
Well, I ain't going to say free. Let's just say mortgage-free house. It ain't free. We definitely put it to
property
that.
taxes.
No, but we paid into the house.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
ain't nobody give it to us.
15
Yeah, so.
years.
But no, yeah. Those money, and that was one thing that I'm really glad I did.
Was paid it off.
And when I did, I got so much backlash from it. Like, I remember the lender was like, you shouldn't do that. You never bought a house of this magnitude before, because at the time I had never bought a house. So it's like, you ain't never bought a house and you want to do what? No, you need to take it slow. And I say, no, I know me. I know the kind of person I am. If I had a 30-year mortgage, I wouldn't send in the extra money every month. I would spend it. I know my spending habits. One thing about me, I pay bills. If you're a bill, you're going to get paid. But if I got change, it's going to get spent. I know my spending habits. But at the same time, I also knew that I was self-employed.
Yeah.
I was self-employed, so I was like, you know what? The only two things you need, the highest bills, are a house and your car. And whenever I want to retire, as long as the house paid for it and I got a ride, we can hustle a light bill. Okay. Like, everybody cut the lights off. You know what I mean? No, we be in one room watching TV.
Oh, when I tell what?
No, you get to do it.
No,
things
you
differently.
do. Even with, let me tell you what's funny. Right? Me and boyfriend and lived together. I said, before y'all came, my light bill was $60. Right? Now we are together in one, and this light bill is like $150.
Yeah.
Oh no! You hot? Let's cut the fan on. We have ain't no AC until we go to bed. That's fine. No lie.
Yeah.
You know how much my light bill? You know how much the light bill was last week? $100.
You got it down.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's down. Okay, so what we? Okay, so guess what we finna do? And ain't no air. Ain't not right now. We just got to.
That's what we're not doing in my house.
We're not there. We're not there all day.
My grandmother is there all day. So let me tell you though, going back to me, remember I'm the one money flow, honey. Now I don't even really look at bills. I just kind of like pay them. They on auto pay. Now that I got time, babe, I've been combing through those bills. How many gallons of water are we using? Like, how much sewage? How many times y'all flushing that toilet? Like, it's getting real around there, right?
I'm telling
I'm looking at the light bill. I called Jackson and was like, okay, let's talk about this plan. And if it wasn't for JJ, probably evicted me. I want to exit our cable so bad.
Ooh.
He won't let me do it.
I can't either.
Cable is a real bill.
It's high. It is.
Cable don't have no business being the highest bill.
Cable is high. Cable
Shouldn't be higher than lights. We need lights.
Mm-hmm.
We need water.
You do.
We don't need cable. We like cable, but we don't need it.
You don't.
Cable shouldn't be built high like that.
My cable
they charge
is
you
high.
for every box. You need all these boxes in these rooms. Who want to watch TV together? We don't even want to watch the same thing. I'm telling you, it's getting real. I'm calling credit card companies. I'm changing interest rates. I called yesterday, lady told me, Miss Ross, we're going to wait at $85 interest. Yes, come on. Things is getting real. Things that I've never done before.
That is so funny. The only thing we did about the cable, the boxes, is they're smart TVs. So now because the TVs are smart, we don't have to have the cable box because we can just do everything off Netflix, Hulu, and off the internet. So the only box is in the living room, like the regular DVD-R box with everything else is smart. So there's not a box, so everything is off of like Netflix stuff. Hulu, you want to watch something that's regular right now, you have to go in the living room. So we did that on one TV for the baby just so we can monitor, you know what I'm saying, what you got going on the TV. But it's like, we can knock this bill down. Oh, we finna get Apple TV because it's only $50. That's one time $150 and we ain't got to pay nothing else every month. Oh, okay, let's do that.
So what can we do about these cell phone bills?
So the only thing about it's really got to come down to like your plan. So if you kind of look at
because that's another high bill in my house.
Oh, well, see, if you kind of just look at your plan, some of that stuff on your plan with those other taxes and stuff, you can get taken off. People just don't know that. So what I've learned is even with the house stuff, doing all this research, right? Mm-hmm. PMI, you can get PMI taken off of your mortgage. You just had once 20% of equity is in, you just got to call the mortgage company and say, hey, it's 20% now that I should have paid at the beginning. I can now get that taken out. You can take it out. And they'll drop it. But they don't tell you that because that would have been $16,000 for us in 7 years just off PMI. And it wouldn't have been for what? It don't benefit us at all.
Mm-hmm. It benefits them.
Yeah. But they don't tell you that, you can take it out once your house hit 20% of equity, you can take it out. You can just call and have them take it out. I was like, well, granted, we don't have to put down 20%, thank the Lord. We got 100% financing, but it's still like people don't know these things.
But knowledge, again, we talked about knowledge being power. If you don't know those things, now you're paying more for something that you don't even need, or that's not even a value for you.
Oh, and at all, you literally have wasted $2 or $3 grand in a month or a year over something that you would never see, which. We didn't know.
Imagine if you pay it for like 30 years.
Right. But those people that are paying it don't know that you can have it taken out. Even after 5 years. You've wasted at least 3 years because that 20% of equity is in your house already. And depending on where you are, it might already be in there within the first year, depending on the area that they redo.
How it appreciates and things of that nature.
Yeah. You just got to call and tell them because they're not going to tell you that.
It's like fighting your taxes.
Right. They're not going to tell you what you need to put and what you need to say either.
Yeah.
None of that. So all these things that I've just been learning with all this.
So how can people get tickets for tomorrow?
Okay, so there is a link. It's on Eventbrite. I can also send you the link so you can post it. And I'll post the link on Eventbrite. It's called Making Money Moves. Is Making Money Moves Mix and Mingle is the name of the event for tomorrow night. It's on Eventbrite. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. You can just click any of the links. If you go to my page, and Miss Aliah, it's on there. It's on Making Money Moves podcast. Making Money Moves podcast CTS. It's on there. It's on Calbert's Tax Service. It's in that link. So it's on Eventbrite. So you can, any page of mine is on.
So will the link be open all the way up until the event? When will the link shut down?
So the link is open until 7:30 tomorrow night.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yep. And then you can also then pay at the door.
And what's the investment?
The investment is $35.
And what should we expect? Like buys, music,
so we will have
everything. Like, let's know what's going on.
Yeah. So
what we paying for?
So ballet is provided because of the parking. You know, parking will kill anybody to kill me from going to an event. When parking is really bad, it will. When you have to walk so far away. So ballet is provided. We do have cocktails. We do have drinks. We will have food. We're not getting you drunk. We're just getting you a little eased, into the conversation. There will be somebody there that has daiquiris that she will be doing her daiquiri. We did a tasting for her at 360 hair salon on
I heard
Sunday.
without me. I heard. I saw the videos and the clips, and everybody was super happy. So
Sunday,
that's a good thing.
yes. When her daiquiris, her name is Latoya. Her company is called Pure Sensation. When I tell you those daiquiris, hands down, were so good.
So we're gonna have those tomorrow.
Unexpected. So we'll also have those. You have to pay for the daiquiris. The other drinks you'll get for free. And then just tip the bartender. And then valet.
So bring some cash.
Yes. And then also for food. So food will be there too. So then you'll have
and
all of
corporate
this.
Connections catering. My mom will be the caterer.
Yes. Corporate Connections is catering. So then we'll have that. So that'll be every month, every first Thursday. So you have financial freedom with me first Thursday. Then you can go to your first Friday event or whatever you're doing for first Fridays.
Cool beans. So thank you for coming.
Yes, no problem.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll update you guys, and you'll see on my Instagram pictures and footage, maybe a few videos on how amazing this event was. Best wishes, Aliah.
Thank you.
And I'll see you tomorrow. See you guys next week. Bye.